WSJM.
Hey, good morning. It's Monday, November 27th. Hard to believe it'll be December by the end of the week.
I'm feeling especially stressed out now that Thanksgiving is gone. There's no longer that barrier between us and Thanksgiving. So get the shopping done.
It's Cyber Monday, too. So if you're doing any of that online shopping, you said you got your list, though. You got your list
got my
all
list
figured out.
worked out. Now I have to find the stuff.
Today's going to be a cloudy day, 30% chance for some lake effect snow. Going to be only a high of 30 today. Then later on tonight, 30% chance for some more lake effect snow possible. They say 1 to 3 inches actually sticking. So we'll see about that.
Yikes.
Low down to 20. But let's find out what's happening in the news this morning. WSJM News brought to you by our friends at Cornerstone Alliance. See gomichigan.com, Cornerstone Alliance.
WSJM News Now. Team coverage from the WSJM Newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
In the WSJM Newsroom, I'm Ken Lundberg. Good morning. And some of the local stories we're following for you today. The Buchanan City Commission meets tonight to consider a special meeting to be held on Wednesday of this week regarding the employment status of their city manager. Recall that Buchanan Mayor Sean Dennison said city manager Benjamin Aldridge was suspended so the city could investigate employee workplace complaints. In a statement, the mayor said he wanted the commission to deal with the issue as quickly as possible. So when the Buchanan City Commission meets tonight, they will consider setting the hearing for Wednesday. The commission is also considering a motion by the mayor to hold a special hearing to proceed on ethics charges and rules violation against Commissioner Dan Vigansky. This is related to the mayor who said complaints against the city manager from City Hall employees were shared with the city commission confidentially. They were asked to keep those private. However, one member of the commission, apparently Vigansky, shared the complaints with the manager. Then the decision was made to suspend the manager until the investigation could be complete. Again, that meeting is happening Buchanan City Commission tonight. The U.S. Department of Energy has awarded $100 million to Consumers Energy to help the company implement its reliability roadmap. Consumer spokesman Brian Wheeler tells us the plan looks years into the future on how to improve reliability.
We do a lot of forestry work to keep trees away from power lines. We're looking at burying power lines in some cases to protect them from Mother Nature, and also to putting new and better technology on the system that helps us reduce the number of people who lose power if something happens, like a tree hits a power line.
Wheeler says with 90,000 miles of power lines around the state, consumers crews will have to do some off-roading to reach all areas. That sometimes requires special technology.
We have amphibious machines that can go into the water and get line workers out to the middle of a lake, for example. We use drones and helicopters to access those hard-to-reach areas. So at a minimum, we can take a good look at our system.
The goal of the roadmap is to ensure all customers get their power back within 24 hours of any outage, and that there are never more than 100,000 outages at the same time, even in severe weather. Wheeler says the reliability roadmap will be implemented over several years, and the $100 million from the Energy Department is just a down payment. The Food and Drug Administration is still trying to get certain applesauce marketed as children's snacks off of store shelves. The FDA is investigating reports of elevated lead levels in children exposed to apple cinnamon fruit puree pouches manufactured in Ecuador and shipped to the United States and sold under Wanabana, Weiss, and Schnucks brands. As of last Wednesday, the 22nd, there have been 52 reports of adverse events potentially linking the recalled product to illnesses. At least 3 of those cases have happened in Michigan. The FDA says it's aware that recalled Wanabana apple cinnamon puree is still on the shelves at several Dollar Tree stores in multiple states. The FDA is working with Dollar Tree to remove the product. The product should be not available for sale, and consumers should not purchase or consume the product as it is potentially contaminated with lead, which is particularly harmful to children. And South Haven Rotarians will be out in the cold soon. Saturday, December 9 is the day they'll start ringing the bells for this year's Salvation Army Holiday Fund Drive. The South Haven Rotary has been ringing bells for the Salvation Army since 1982 and says the people of South Haven have contributed generously, providing much-needed funds to those who are in need during the cold winter months. Griffin Graham, the Rotary organizer for the bell ringing this year, says you can find the Rotary Club bell ringers in front of the Golden Brown Bakery on Phoenix Street or outside Walmart. Again, they start on Saturday, December 9. They go from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Ding, ding. Everyone is invited to stop by and make a donation.
Better bring your hand warmers.
Bring your hand. Yeah, for sure. In the WSJM newsroom, I'm Ken Lundberg.
You ever been a bell ringer?
Never been a bell ringer. You must have.
I've done the Salvation Army bell ringing in the past. Yeah.
Special mittens, gloves, hand warmers.
No, I feel like I should have had a wrist brace though, because just doing that little ding ding
Carpal tunnel
for like an hour was switching hands. I just at one point just put it on my hip and started shaking my hips. So it still works.
Did donations go down dramatically?
No, they went up. It was weird, way up. I should have just done that the whole time.
Do you get to choose the tone, the note that your bell rings?
No, I'm not that picky.
Can
I have an A flat, please?
Like an A flat, please.
Yeah, no.
F
Anyways,
sharp.
lots of other things to get to. We got sports. A busy weekend for sports, really, as really the past 4 or 5 days because of Thanksgiving football.
Jeez.
Friday football. Saturday football, Sunday football.
Yeah.
Now there's Monday football tonight. Oh man, it's
football
been a busy
haven.
football time.
Oh yeah.
But we'll get to sports in just a few minutes. Right now, let's find out what's happening in the nation and the world with ABC News.
In the Israel-Hamas war, heartwarming reunions among released hostages and their families. 17 more set free on Sunday, including a 4-year-old named Abigail and a 62-year-old woman named Aviva Siegel, both Israeli-American. Meantime, today is the last day of the negotiated ceasefire, but it could be extended. In Portland, Oregon, students and teachers head back to class this morning after an 11-day teacher strike.
The teachers in the district found common ground on a lot of sticking points. Now, educators will be getting a cumulative 13.8% cost of living increase spread out over the next 3 years. Elementary and middle school teachers now get 90 minutes in increased minimum planning time weekly. And the district's rapid response team, which supports mental and behavioral health needs, will also be tripled.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Do we have audio this time?
We do. Bill?
Hey, Bill. Good morning. And others?
Yeah, been a great start to the morning. It's been 5 days since I've been sitting in this chair.
How was your day off?
It was good. Yeah. It was good, except for it was my fault. I did not tell everybody that I was going to be gone.
Yeah.
So even Paul was like, "Hey, getting things ready for 6 o'clock before the show."
Yeah.
And I said, "Cool. Tell Ken because I'm not there." So I was like, man, I forgot to send that email out. I told him, but he probably had forgotten.
Yeah.
Because I didn't send the email, the calendar reminder. So immediately after that, sent the calendar reminder. But no, it was good. Slept in a little bit.
Nice.
And then did some stuff around the house. Yeah.
Plinko get a special Thanksgiving dish?
No.
Nothing
He
special?
just gets his regular food because anytime he eats something, it doesn't go well for him. So yeah, he barely has any teeth. So just gonna give him a nice holiday mush.
Could have had some of your cranberry sauce.
He did have some of that.
Okay.
Yeah. He had some of that. He had a little lick of some mashed potatoes and sweet potatoes and things like that. So yeah.
Very nice.
Nice little holiday mush for him. But no, he went to the Thanksgiving and pretty much slept the whole time because that's all he does. He's old. He sleeps.
Yeah. So we had the lobster rolls. We did not have turkey.
Right.
And while I am vegetarian and Stephanie's vegetarian, the boys are not.
Right.
And so when they joined us, typically they eat whatever we eat because I mean it's like we're not going to prepare 300 meals for everybody.
Right.
But Stephanie broke down this year and she bought them real bratwurst.
What?
Yep. So we gave them the choice. Do you want lobster roll or do you want a bratwurst? They were like bratwurst.
Oh, really?
Samuel, the 12-year-old, he had a lobster roll. But
I would have done both.
Yeah.
Just give me the meat sandwich.
It was an option. If they wanted to, they could have.
Meat mashup. That would have been great.
They could have. But Stuart, who's home from college for the weekend, he ate 3 bratwursts.
Dang.
I bet he was sick. I don't know.
That's a lot of brats,
in one
man.
sitting. Yeah. He ate very little of anything else and just the meat.
I can do 2. The third one I think about, but
he was probably regretting it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Well, he's young though.
He is.
So-
He is. And he's thin as a rail.
Yeah.
I told him you gotta get some meat on those
He probably
bones.
burned the calories from the first one. By the time he had the third one,
yeah.
the other one was burned out.
Pretty much.
So,
And he didn't eat dessert. What kind of crazy? It's probably because he had 3 bratwurst.
yeah, probably.
That's probably why he didn't
So.
have dessert. But we had both bumpy cake and oh my god, the bumpy cake was so good.
It was good.
So good.
Nice.
And the pumpkin pie. Apparently this means something. It didn't crack. The top didn't. The surface didn't
good.
crack. So it was.
That means it's not overcooked, I think, right?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know. It was pretty and
It had
delicious.
a nice sheen on the top.
It did. Yeah, the pumpkin pie sheen.
All right.
What was your? So you had? Did somebody make pecan pie
Did
or
they?
tarts or anything?
Jocelyn made a grapefruit tart,
Oh,
which was fantastic.
wow!
It was a grapefruit tart
How
with
does that- what-
ginger snap crust.
Yum.
And we had actually when she was making it, it was right after I got done with the cranberry sauce.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm just gonna use the same pot. If a little bit of cranberries gets in the mix, that's all right. It's just gonna be extra flavor and cool
Sure.
little design.
Sure.
So a little bit of that was in there, and man, it was good,
Oh,
real good.
that sounds really good.
Had that nice little that grapefruit bite to it, but then the
Mm.
ginger snap kind of balanced it out. Oh man, it was good. Good
Right.
stuff. Now
Did
I'm
you get the
hungry.
handshake from Paul Hollywood for that one?
I gave her the handshake, yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
All
During
right.
the day today will be pretty light, mainly flurries, but overnight tonight we'll see 1 to 3 inches of accumulation in those bands. We'll drop down to 20. Those lake effect snow showers will taper off tomorrow with a high of 28. I'm WSBT 22 Chief Meteorologist Carrie Peugeot.
Hey, it's Fred Upton, and you're listening to The Morning Show with Jonny and Ken on 94.9 WSJM.
Hey, good morning. You can be part of the show anytime. You can call 925-WSJM. You can email Let's Talk at WSJM.com. You can hang out on our live stream right now. And we've already cracked the seal of talking about food.
Yes.
We're talking about all of our Thanksgiving sides and meals and things like that.
Mhm.
Even last night, still going through the Thanksgiving leftovers.
Yeah.
Like we just had a big old pile of, I just call it Thanksgiving mess because we had the turkey, we had the green bean casserole, the Brussels sprouts, the sweet potatoes, all of that, all in one container.
Mhm.
And then actually I made some white rice for the dog,
Oh.
and I just ended up tossing more white rice in the bowl that had the Thanksgiving stuff. So it just made this Thanksgiving mess last night. It was delicious.
Hmm.
I think most of the leftovers are now gone, and this is probably a good public service announcement for everybody.
Time to get rid of.
Time to eat all that. It's eat it or get it out of there.
Oh.
But my fridge is full with leftovers, with stuff prepped for the week. So yeah,
Hmm.
just a busy time of the year.
We had we stopped by at the facility where mom is.
Mhm.
They had a Thanksgiving meal prep going on when we stopped by there, and they had sweet potatoes,
Ooh,
and it was I swear there was like a pound of brown sugar in there, but there might have been none. It was so good.
was there marshmallows on top?
No marshmallows,
Really?
just sweet because a lot of the folks who work there are vegetarian.
Mm.
And so they don't have the marshmallows, they don't have the meat broths and stuff like that. But the sweet potato was incredibly delicious. There might have been maple syrup or something in there,
Mm.
but I sampled it and it was like, oh yeah, can I have some more?
I need to make sure this is good for my mom.
Yeah.
Just gotta make sure it's good.
It was really good. It was really
Well,
good.
that's nice.
Yeah.
Did you? So, for a lot of people, I saw this is the time of year after Thanksgiving is usually their tradition of putting up their Christmas
Oh,
tree.
yeah.
Did you put up your Christmas tree?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I played a role. Friday morning, we went out to Tall Timbers,
Okay. So you got a
Hartford.
real one.
got a real one.
Okay.
This is carrying on the tradition of getting a real one. And usually I think it's the Nordman fir or something like that. The
Mm.
Nordman spruce or
yes.
something. Anyway, beautiful tree. They don't have a lot of them right now, but they did have as an option the Korean fir.
I've never seen those.
I had never seen those either, but if you look it up, they're a good substitute for the Nordman.
Uh-huh.
And the person who was working the place there said, yeah, you want to do this because it doesn't shed its needles like the Nordman.
Right.
It stays alive for a long time, and it's pretty.
Yeah, you need them to stay alive for a long time, because even like last weekend, I was seeing people with trees on top of their cars already, and it's like that's a long time for that tree to be
Oh,
up.
yeah.
Hopefully you're watering that thing.
Yeah.
So was this one that you got to cut down yourself?
Well, we indicate which one we want cut down.
Oh, and they do it?
They cut it
Oh.
down, and then they put it on the trailer, and it shows up magically at the pay place.
I
Yeah.
love I've been to places where I've been able to
do
cut
the
it
saw.
myself.
Yeah, done that. Yeah.
And then they do their preparation thing. But
Yeah.
my favorite thing is the thing that, like, I don't know if it's called a baler or whatever, that ties that thing up.
It's so cool. Zip.
Yeah. I'd love to just jump in that machine.
Now that would be fun.
Yeah.
To watch.
Definitely not safe,
No.
but it would be fun to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got the tree, brought it home, did the trimming off of it. Always cut just a little bit off the bottom.
Right.
And then soak it in water, which, reminder, Stephanie, you might have to water the tree.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Because I didn't water it after.
Ooh, yeah. Because it
Saturday.
takes a big drink.
It does.
Those
first
first
times.
couple of days,
It's
it takes a
important.
big one.
Yeah.
So, because if you don't do that, then it's gonna like gel up and not be taken in the water.
White lights and tinsel.
Ooh, you broke out the tinsel.
Well, in years past, I've been against the tinsel. This
Uh-huh.
year, I embraced it.
What about popcorn? A popcorn thing.
Stuart asked about the popcorn, but we don't have any popcorn on it currently. Yeah.
I need to do the popcorn string. We usually do that.
Yeah.
So I need to make some popcorn and get that ready for
Did you do more holiday dressing?
You know, I was going to put up the Christmas lights on my day off. Did not get to that, and I regret it because now it's starting to.
Oh yeah, now it's really cold.
It's really cold. So I think I missed that opportunity.
Just chuck them up
Hopefully
there.
Yeah, it takes all of about 10 minutes.
Yeah,
You
just
know,
like a rope.
I just pretty much place them, clip them, and it's just on the front porch
Plug 'em
part.
in.
So
Do you have an
actually,
outlet outside?
they're not plug-in; they're solar powered.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. That's convenient.
Yeah, because we're all about going green.
He didn't want to run the extension
Well,
cords.
no, I didn't want. I don't feel. I mean, I don't have an outlet outside that's rated for real good outdoor use.
Okay.
If I had one of those, I'd consider it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just feel weird about plugging lights in outside. But so we don't have an outlet nearby, and so I just decided I'm going to do solar.
There is a house in St. Joe, and those who have seen it will know, but it's along, I don't know, it's not Old Lake Shore, but it's it's near there, and they have their lights already on, and I mean it makes, I don't know, it puts everyone else to shame. They have so many lights there. I think Starlink actually slows down to look at it because it's a weird light formation.
There's a guy down in New Buffalo, and I feel like he works for one of the audio visual companies around here.
Yeah.
And he actually has his lights tuned to songs and to a playlist. And he actually has a small radio station frequency.
Oh yeah, I've seen those.
And he's just like tuned to 93.9 or whatever it is. And you can sit there in front of the lights and listen to whatever the music that it's synced up to. So pretty cool. He has, I think, always wins the display.
Does he have to pay music licensing fees?
You know, that's a good question. I'm sure
BMI ASCAP is going to go hang outside there and hey.
So he's got electric bill. He's got all the other music fees. Yeah, it's a pretty expensive display. So if you have a chance to go check it out.
The house I was thinking of is on Lake Boulevard, just before you hit Business 94. So it's a fun house to see.
It's one of those like Christmas Vacation where you just see the electric meter just rolling.
Yeah, big time.
Wow.
Yeah.
A big trend for Christmas, if you haven't put up your Christmas tree yet, is replacing the ugly Christmas tree is now replacing the ugly Christmas sweater.
Oh.
People are putting
what is an ugly Christmas tree?
Well, you put things like pom-poms, feathers, and pretty much anything else to make it ugly.
Oh.
And some people are actually opting for a Christmas cactus.
Oh.
Or I guess you can buy an ugly Christmas tree online if you'd like that will resemble the Charlie Brown Christmas tree.
See, that's where I thought it was going with the ugly Christmas tree, because a Charlie Brown Christmas tree is not ugly. It's pretty.
I like it.
It's natural.
I like a tree that doesn't have like it's not real bushy.
Yeah.
I like to see the branches.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you
But
want to do
pom-poms
that,
and feathers.
pom-poms,
that's kinda
feathers. They have a redneck Christmas tree. If you want to get that online,
weird. What is it? Does it drive a big truck or something?
basically it's a toilet plunger with several evergreen branches and one red ornament on it.
I kind of like
So
that.
there you go.
I like that.
You can just take a plunger and put some Christmas lights on it.
Every
if you want.
bathroom has opportunity.
Exactly.
Oh.
But yeah, maybe that's what you do. You decorate your bathroom and then you just decorate the plunger instead. But you said you already got your holiday shopping done. So your
I've
Christmas
got my
or your
list.
holiday shopping list done. Is
Yeah.
what I mean.
Yeah.
Any good things on the list?
I can't say.
Anything for me on that list?
Absolutely not. Maybe there's something.
No, because I don't have anything for you yet. So
Well-
we'll have to.
Well, we should set a limit.
I can get you a nice TV.
Slightly used.
I haven't put it up. I get you a nice TV box.
Very nice.
So there you go. I could make that for you. Yeah, I think spending limits and really with my family, I think everybody's just going to get a card because they're man.
Well, you have a lot.
13 nieces and nephews.
Yeah.
So buying, even if I do a $10 gift card, that's still a lot of money.
Yeah.
So it's tough. And
maybe you should donate in their name
oh,
to something.
yeah.
Do one of those and just give everyone the same thing.
There you go.
Yeah.
Like donate $10 each for them. And then
Yeah. I donated $100. Part of it was in your name.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. A lot of my nieces and nephews are teenagers, so just imagine how their
They're not going to be
reaction's
happy
going
with
to be.
anything.
Yeah, exactly.
What are they going to be happy with? Fancy clothes?
Buying
Maybe.
for a teenager is the hardest thing.
Yeah.
And my mother years ago, when I turned, I'd say 13, 14 years old, birthdays and Christmas, she just started giving me money because she said, I don't know what you like. So I'm just going to end up giving you something.
I like Bill on our live stream just said, name a star after them.
Name a
See,
star
that's smart.
after them.
I like that.
They still do that?
They still do. Absolutely. As long as people are sending their money in, they're still naming stars after people.
Can I name a Starlink after them?
Sure.
Name one of the satellites?
Yeah. Probably cheaper because it doesn't last as long.
Yeah, it's possible. But anyways, when it comes to holiday shopping, I have not gotten any of mine done.
Yeah.
but
What are you going to get Jocelyn?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Any suggestions? Feel free to send them our way.
Books?
No, she's got plenty of those. But they do say that holiday spending has been going up, with especially it being Cyber Monday. Retailers saw a 2.5% jump in purchases on Black Friday alone, which I thought Black Friday was kind of gone because most of the sales start way early.
They do.
It was like on Monday that they started some of these sales.
Amazon started spamming me Monday, I think it was.
Right.
Every single day, at least 2 or 3 messages saying, hey.
Yeah. Americans are expected to spend about $567 before the end of Cyber Monday today.
Jeez.
I don't think I'm going to be spending any money
No.
for Cyber Monday.
No.
That's the other thing to think about though, is that Cyber Monday, not just for the big box store online retailers, there are a lot of local businesses that have online presence, and you can buy gift cards, you can buy all kinds of stuff. They even have like a whole lineup of whatever they're selling right on their websites most of the time.
Yeah.
So think about that. Shop local.
Absolutely.
What are you getting, Stephanie? She's on the list, obviously.
Well, she's on the list. Yeah, nice list. Haven't settled exactly. She's on the list. I've got stuff there. Can't really reveal. But there'll be something.
Have you been taking notes throughout the year of the things that she's either
mental
needed?
Notes?
Yeah,
mental notes.
You're not very good at remembering stuff, so
and it's not
if you
really
don't write it down.
What? Huh?
You're not. Yeah.
And the need stuff. It's not really the stuff they need.
Mm-hmm.
It's the stuff that you think would be nice.
Hmm.
That's what I think.
I think when I think of a gift, usually, and a lot of people say I'm a pretty good gift giver in the family.
All right.
I think about either stuff that is, sometimes it'll be jokey things like little gag gifts and things like that, but it's like either a funny thing that we've had together, or I look at stuff that I observe a lot and observe the things that I think that might make their life a little easier.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
But yeah,
high-powered vacuum.
exactly.
That might make their life a little easier.
A high-powered vacuum, an industrial vacuum.
Never do that.
Actually,
No, you're
Jocelyn does want a vacuum, but that's going to be something that we'll buy on our own.
Don't make it Christmas. But you're right. I mean, it's the thought that counts, and so as long as you're thoughtful about it.
Yeah, don't just give them like, oh, I got you this gift card for something.
Yeah,
it's got to be something that and it doesn't have to be something super expensive. Jewelry's not the thing that I've ever gifted.
No.
Jocelyn doesn't wear jewelry most of the time, but she's like, no, I don't want jewelry.
Yeah.
So that's helpful because that's not expensive. That saves me a lot of money.
That's a money saver right there.
But no, I try to think of for anybody, brothers, sister-in-laws, all these people. Anytime I always try to think of stuff that I think they could use.
Yeah.
For most of them, it's a day off from their children.
Give them a little coupon.
For babysitting.
I'll put the kids out to pasture in the backyard for a day for you.
Exactly.
Books are great. I love the books.
My brother just buys gift cards for all the nieces and nephews.
That's nice.
That gets expensive though.
Yeah.
If you get them Amazon or any of the online, cards or whatever, it gets really expensive. So I don't know. If you have gift ideas, feel free to send them our way for anybody. And then for you and I, you want to set a limit. A dollar amount or something like that.
Yeah,
we can discuss that.
We'll have to discuss that.
If anybody has suggestions, feel free to comment on our Facebook page, or you can give us a call. 925 WSJM.
Do you watch any football? Should we talk about football yet?
You want to talk about football? Well, let's talk about football in a little bit.
Okay. Stay tuned. Yeah,
because there was a lot of football the past week.
And some of it that was interesting, some of the halftime shows.
All right. Well, we'll chat about that in a few. We'll catch you up with news, sports, and your Bloomberg Market Minute next.
At Sturgis Bank, it's our people that make the difference. Meet Jen Postello, mortgage lender for Van Buren County.
My husband and I own a Christmas tree farm that we've had at our house for over 30 years. Red Creek Tree Farms in Lawrence. I've had a lot of my clients that I've worked with have come out to see me.
So you don't do the real Christmas trees?
I have done real Christmas trees in the past. This year was probably the first year that we decided at the end of last Christmas that we would get a fake Christmas tree because we're usually gone around the holidays.
Oh yeah.
For like a week.
Yeah.
So like I don't want to come home to a bunch of needles.
Yeah.
So we decided last year to just buy a fake one.
From an economic standpoint, the fake one makes a lot of sense because you buy it once, you never have to buy it again.
Oh yeah, I bought mine for like $15.
Jeez.
It was like on super sale. It was like 70 or 80% off. And it's like a 6-foot Christmas tree.
You probably used to be able to go and pay maybe $15 to $20 for a Christmas tree, $30. Now you can't get out the door for $100.
How big was yours?
I don't remember.
6, 7?
Yeah, probably 7 foot.
Okay.
7 or 8 foot.
So it's probably about $75, $80.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we that's the problem is that a lot of the Christmas tree farms, I love them. I love supporting the Christmas tree farms. It's really fun to go out there and
make a nice experience.
Pick out a tree.
Yeah.
I'm bummed out that you didn't get to cut it yourself.
I'm okay with that because the branches on this one are so dense. So it's a challenge to decorate. Stephanie was having to get creative on how to decorate it. But yeah, at the bottom, there would have been no way I could have done that. The guy was like struggling with it, and he had his little electric chainsaw, which is really cool.
Nice.
Done.
And then did they clean it up for you? And
they did not
the whole thing.
No, they didn't clean it up, and I prefer it that way because I do all that myself with the reciprocating saw.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah,
nice.
Did it perfectly level. It was not a hassle this year, except Russell. Our dog keeps wagging his tail into it and getting tinsel all over it and dragging it across the house.
Yep. Yeah. You got to watch out for that.
Yeah. But he hasn't knocked the tree over.
Well, that's good. Bill says, I want to win a race for Christmas.
You can do it, Bill. It'll be in your stocking.
You're going to be there.
Right there.
You're going to win.
Just add an extra battery.
When we have gone to get a Christmas tree, in some places we've gone, we got to like saw it and bring it down in a cart. And then they do a cleanup. They trim like some of the bottom branches just so you've got enough for it to fit into a stand, and then they make sure that the bottom is cut, and then it's got a little like X on it to help with the watering. So yeah. It's so we decided the fake one. I think the fake one's good. It looks good.
Hey, as long as it looks good.
And a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
Because those
starts paying for itself.
Those trees, they're getting to a point where you need to start having a payment plan or something.
But the fun of it is Stephanie and I and the boys went out and just got to talk and enjoy time together. No electronics, making the scene.
That's nice.
So that was real nice. And there was free hot cocoa. I was a little disappointed they didn't have hot apple cider. I thought that would have been a good one. Yeah, wouldn't that have been good?
Well, hot toddy.
Well, something.
No, it was morning, wasn't it?
It was morning.
Okay.
Yeah. Get out there at 9 a.m. Start drinking.
Yeah, why not? All right, let's get back to the show here.
Eager to see the stainless steel-clad truck up close. The first Cybertruck customers will get the vehicles during a launch event at Tesla's Austin headquarters Thursday. The company has not yet released pricing or configuration details for the vehicle. Futures are slipping this morning. Gina Cervetti, Bloomberg Radio.
It's the morning show on 94.9 WSJM.
That Cybertruck, man. The Cybertruck's coming out. That's exciting.
Has it been like 5 years since Elon Musk tried to show us the impenetrable window that broke?
Yeah. What do you do? Throw like a rock or something like that at it?
Yeah, something silly.
Yeah.
And he threw it at it twice, and twice it broke.
Yeah.
So that's finally coming out?
I guess it's finally coming out. I don't know how many of them, but like they just said in the Bloomberg report, they didn't release the price for that thing.
Isn't it potentially the ugliest vehicle on the planet? I mean, next to the PT Cruiser.
I think it looks kind of cool. Yeah. It kind of reminds me of the DeLoreans.
Yeah.
But like a truck version of the DeLorean.
Yeah. It looks very sci-fi.
And it's going to be, I think it's stainless steel, so it's not, you can't paint it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I know the DeLoreans you couldn't paint.
That's right.
So my guess is it's the same with this thing.
Any color you want as long as it's stainless steel.
Right, exactly. You like a grayish silver tone, that's all you're gonna get.
You just paint your garage and it reflects that color when you go and look at it. Yeah.
But let's find out what's happening in the news this morning.
WSJM News now. Team coverage from the WSJM newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
In the WSJM newsroom, I'm Ken Lundberg. Good morning. Neighbors Organizing Against Racism, NOR, has announced a new program to help those who find themselves in the Berrien County Jail and can't afford bail. NOR Director Trenton Bowens tells us the Berrien County Bail Fund will pay for the bail of individuals who are charged with non-serious misdemeanors. It will also connect them to resources for broader help. The program is supported by an Upton Big Idea grant and a grant from the AEP Foundation. The service is going to launch, they say, in January. St. Joe residents don't have much longer to wait. This weekend is Light Up the Bluff. Light Up the Bluff on Friday will feature the lighting of more than 1 million holiday lights downtown. St. Joe High School Choir will provide Christmas carols starting at 6 p.m. with the lighting to take place at around 6:30. Saturday features the always popular Rain Dog Parade. All proceeds from the Rain Dog registration will go to area animal shelters. Would you participate? Have you participated in the Rain Dog?
I have not. Plinko does not like wearing costumes very often.
Okay.
Well, it's not even that. He doesn't like other dogs.
Oh.
So he would just bark at the other dogs. So I'd have to keep him in his pouch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is Russell going to do it?
I don't know. I mean, we thought about it, or we're thinking about it. He did don the jingle bells this weekend, which I think scarred him emotionally. And then he had just a regular colorful scarf on.
Nice.
But it'd be kind of fun. Although I did listen to the organizer of the Rain Dog event, and she said that typically it's the dogs and their human handlers who dress up.
Yep.
I don't know if I want to break up.
You don't want to dress up?
Well, my antlers are a little tight this year. My head grew a little bit.
I've got a reindeer costume. I actually have it here today.
Do you really?
I do.
You do not.
I swear. It's in a bag right back here.
Why?
Because we have Operation Poinsettia today.
Poinsettia. Oh.
I call it Poinsettia.
Poinsettia.
Yeah.
That's fancy.
We have that today. So I brought my reindeer costume.
Oh, excellent. I didn't know you were dressing up.
Yeah. Okay. I changed my name to Johnny Reindeer. So there you go.
So be on the lookout for that. We'll talk about that later. Santa will also be downtown in St. Joe this weekend, starting Saturday. There's an artisan fair coming up on Sunday. We do have a link to the full schedule at our website, WSJM.com. And now that Thanksgiving is just a history, a memory, a faint gurgle in the tummy, holiday shoppers take center stage. Early reports indicate retailers will feel good about the bump they felt from Black Friday shopping, but Friday was not expected to be the most popular day to hit stores this year. A survey from Bankrate says Cyber Monday today is the most popular, followed by Small Business Saturday, followed then by Black Friday. And again, as we've heard, estimates are people looking to spend upwards of $12 billion online today.
Dang.
A lot of money. In the WSJM newsroom, I'm Ken Lundberg.
Sports on the way here in just a few minutes. Right now, let's find out what's happening around the state with the Michigan News Network.
The Michigan News Network.
I'm Beth Fisher. 2 people were killed in a small plane crash after taking off from Ludington Sunday morning. The victims have been identified as 60-year-old Randy Strabig and 43-year-old Allison Wheaton of Indiana. They'd just gotten married in September. Their 2 dogs were also killed. The husband of a missing Lenawee County woman is due back in court today. Dale Warner was arrested on Wednesday and charged with killing his wife, Deanne Warner, who was last seen at her home in Franklin Township in April of 2021. Her body has not been found. During a court appearance last week, Dale Warner was assigned a bond of $20 million. He's been charged with open murder and tampering with evidence. About 50 people gathered in Bloomfield Hills Sunday in front of a senator's house to protest the Israel-Hamas war. Protesters stood outside Senator Gary Peters' home in Bloomfield Hills, holding Palestine flags and signs that say real ceasefire. I'm Beth Fisher for the Michigan News Network.
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that we can give our daughters everything they need to grow and learn. But not every child can focus on classes and play dates.
Nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. face hunger. That's 1 in 6. School lunch might be their only meal each day, and it's heartbreaking to imagine any child going to bed hungry. We're dreaming of a perfect day when kids can smile.
Is anybody going to be doing any holiday shopping today? Any Cyber Monday deals?
Yeah, what's the big one this year?
I don't know. I mean, I got a TV for like $200.
That's huge.
Yeah, it's a big TV. It's a nice TV. At least I think it's nice. I haven't
You
actually
haven't plugged it in
I haven't
yet.
opened it and plugged it in or anything like that.
Maybe it's just a picture of a TV.
I did keep my receipt, so I'm good there. But I don't know. I mean, I've seen some electronic deals. Usually electronics are always the big thing, but I can't think of anything that's like really sought
hot.
after, the hot toy item or anything like that right now. I know, like, what is it? The iPhone that came out already.
That's too expensive
the
for a
watch
Christmas gift.
is the Apple Watch. Is the new one? Is that new one out?
Probably.
Yeah. So I mean, I saw some of the Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals that were deals on that stuff, but still, I don't need any of that stuff, so I'm not really going to do any shopping. Let's check it out. Let's
Yeah,
see.
I'm looking to see what people are looking at this year, but it's not coming up with much.
Get a toaster.
That's fun.
You want? Yeah, nothing major that I'm seeing. I mean, of course, like with Amazon and Walmart, they're just going to have a lot of their deals of the stuff that they make, their products. You can get a blender. I think like some of those, I saw like the Ninja like air fryers and some of those things, the multi-use toaster oven, air fryer.
Are you just on a food list somewhere?
Yeah, I think because I talk about how I don't have a microwave, and so all of these small appliances,
your algorithms
keep popping up. Between that and the fact that we talk about, KitchenAid small appliances a lot, yeah, that's always on my feed for things I should buy. I don't think I've ever purchased any small appliances through like an Amazon.
I'm pretty sure that my 12-year-old is not watching the stream right now because he's probably either in school or on his way. But
does he watch it afterwards?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
Okay,
I didn't look. Didn't look to see because he's always on the YouTubes.
Oh, okay.
But he did appreciate borrowing my hat for the Christmas tree venture this year. So maybe,
is it a special hat?
Well, it was one that my dad gifted me.
Okay.
So maybe I'll gift him a hat. Not that hat, a different hat.
What is this hat?
It's just I don't know. It's just like a Carhartt or
like an outdoor hat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a stocking cap.
Nice.
Yeah.
I have a hat that I got from my grandfather that is it's flannel. It's like a flannel. It's like a plaid hat. It's like it looks like a ball cap, but it's got the little flaps, that you can pull out.
Those are that keeps you warm.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So I was wearing that when I was walking the dog, and some guy walked up and was like, "Hey man, where'd you get that hat?" And I was like, my grandfather, and he's like, "That's really cool." So I got compliments already on the hat.
There you go.
I'll have to wear that one day. It's really hot though because it's like thick flannel.
Oh,
and it's got the little flaps.
What color is it?
It's red. It's red and black.
Okay.
But my head gets hot, so I don't know if I could wear it inside.
Yeah, probably not.
Not on the show. Maybe one day I will.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I'm not really a hat guy though.
No.
Just in the winter, like in days that I don't want to do my hair, I wear a hat, like a ball cap.
There are tricks, and I didn't learn this till earlier this year. There are hat tricks to how you're supposed to do your hair when you put a hat on.
Okay. So that you don't have hat hair?
So that you don't have hat hair. Because if you just put it on with your normal hair, you're going to have hat hair every time. Supposedly, you're supposed to pull it back a little bit and then mount the hat from the front to the back and then pull it off in that same motion. And I've tried that, and it actually works a little bit. It isn't a severe hat head.
Well, my buddy Dwayne that watches this live stream, he's a hat guy. He wears a Cubs hat.
Can you confirm that?
Well, I don't know because he'll wear it he'll put it on like that, and he'll kind of do his hair like that. Yeah. But it's not that you notice. For him, it's the ring. You like the where the hat sits, the indentation where your hair goes down on the sides. Because he'll have where he'll always wear a hat, Cubs hat. Usually just swaps out the Cubs hat after the one gets so beat up. But when he has to wear a suit for something, for a special occasion, he doesn't wear the hat, but you can still see the hat hair.
Yikes!
So
he should just don a fedora for business occasions.
Yeah, like the driving hat or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Any other hat wearers? If you have hat suggestions, I got a lot of ball caps. Like my brother, where he works, he always has the promotional hats and things like that for the company. So he's like, "Hey, I got you a new hat." I only wear them on the weekends.
Yeah,
when I don't feel like doing anything.
Yeah, ditto. I do. I wonder, could we wear ball caps in here? Because I could wear my.
You can wear a ball cap. Yeah,
I could wear my headphones over it.
You could wear a ball cap anytime. Yeah, Brock wears a hat almost every day. And other people that have worked here have worn hats. So hat is part of the dress code. It is allowed. So if you want to start wearing hats.
Well, because especially if I do the Harry Styles hairdo that I'm thinking about.
Ooh, Harry Styles hairdo. That's shaving your head?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm always tempted with doing it, but I always get talked out of it.
I would hold off.
See?
I would just hold off because it's cold.
Well, that's why I get the hat.
All right. Because I also thought about it too, about wearing hats, because when I wear a winter cap, I don't want to wear the winter cap in the building,
right?
Because it'll get too hot.
Yeah,
and I can't really wear the headphones all that well.
Jocelyn says
too many. She's talking about my hats.
Oh, you have too many hats?
Yeah, I have. Not only do I wear too many hats here at work, but also I have too many hats.
Do you have a favorite hat?
Do I have a favorite hat? Yeah, I do.
Okay, throw all the others away.
No, I can't.
Keep your grandfather's. Keep your favorite hat, unless it's your grandfather's, and then throw the rest away. Maybe a stocking cap. You need 3 hats. You need a ball cap. You need the cool one that your granddad left you, and then the stocking cap. That's it. That's all you need.
No. What about all the hats my brother gave me?
Salvation Army, Goodwill.
Yeah. What about all my sports ball hats?
I mean, because think about it. When you've moved a couple of times.
Yeah.
Moving hats is the most ridiculous thing ever.
Oh yeah.
It's ridiculous because you have to pack them up. You have to
You
take
have a
time.
whole box just for hats.
Yeah, you got to take time to pick them up, get them off the wall, whatever. Yeah.
My brother, when he was in wood shop in high school, made a hat rack, and it was actually specifically for the ball caps. It had a little ring in there, so you could just slide it in, and the little button on the top was the thing that would hold it up, and it was all nice displayed. But yeah, I mean, I got some sports ball hats. I have a Bears hat. I think I have a Cubs hat.
The sports ball hats are expensive and they're nice.
Yeah, they are nice.
They are.
I
nice.
do need a new sports ball hat. Actually, maybe I'll donate the old ones and then I'll get a new sports ball hat.
Maybe you'll put that on your Christmas list.
Yeah, I need a fitted one.
For which team?
My favorite team,
the Detroit Tigers.
Well, I do want a Tigers hat because the Old
Cubbies.
English D is probably one of the coolest symbols. But yeah, Cubs probably.
Yeah.
But I like the special edition Cubs ones, like the ones that'll have like the cool logos, not just the Red C.
Oh.
That have like the old school ones. And now I get a jersey. I gave away like all my jerseys. So at least I got rid of some of the hoarding for that.
Speaking of hoarding, when you were talking about Jocelyn cleaning out the books from that office or the room, it reminded me of an episode of Hoarders where somebody who worked at a bookstore was a hoarder, and they would bring home books.
Yeah,
they brought home so many books, and they put them on the second floor of their home, which wasn't even their home.
That's
I think it was their
idea.
parents' home. They had wall-to-wall books, entire second floor. So many books, so much weight that it broke the foundation.
I was going to say, did it break the floor?
It broke the foundation.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I mean, moving books is worse than anything in the world.
Books are hard, because they're heavy.
They are.
All right, let's get back to the show.
All right.
Pretty light, mainly flurries, but overnight tonight we'll see 1 to 3 inches of accumulation in those bands. Will drop down to 20. Those lake effect snow showers will taper off tomorrow with a high of 28. I'm WSBT 22 Chief Meteorologist Carrie Peugeot.
The Morning Show with Jonny and Ken on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
Hey, good morning. You can catch a coach's show every Saturday morning, 8 to 10 at Full Circle Cafe and Espresso Bar in Stevensville. I was catching some of the show over the weekend. They were talking about basketball as high school basketball is getting ready to kick off here pretty soon. I think this week or next week. So it's an exciting time. You can catch those conversations if you happen to miss them at WSJM.com and the WSJM app. Speaking of sports ball, did you watch the Thanksgiving football games?
No. The most I watched was the halftime show of the Lions-Packers game because one of my sons is a huge Jack Harlow fan.
Oh, yeah.
And so we watched it together, the halftime show, and I have to say I really enjoyed it. I kind of laughed a little bit at the set, but I thought, okay. I mean, that's what they do. It's you get it out there quick, get it off there quick. I didn't even know they did halftime shows anywhere but at the Super Bowl.
They usually, Thanksgiving is usually the one exception where they do a big thing for the halftime.
They didn't do a big thing. They had a big star.
Yeah.
But they didn't have a big set, and people were really I don't know, trashing.
Yeah, they were
the whole performance.
Well, because you had this, it was like an igloo thing. I didn't really understand that.
No.
And I didn't understand the guy that was with him.
That was his best friend.
Is like hype man, or who was that guy?
I asked the same question. I said, Sawyer, who's the kid standing next to him? Because I don't recognize. Oh, that's his best friend, who's always with him and helps him with this, that, and the other thing. It's
Why don't they give that guy a microphone?
I don't know, because apparently he can't sing, and maybe he doesn't sing, but he's his friend.
Jack Harlow's a rapper, so the guy could just be like, he could just be that guy that's like, yep, hey.
I think he was saying that in the background. You're right. They should have given him a microphone, but then they laid out white plastic that they danced on, and it was weird because I thought the cheerleaders were going to slip and fall on that stuff.
Yeah.
And but I thought his performance itself was good, and I always watched to see, okay, is he lip syncing? Is he lip syncing? And it looked like to me he was not. He was actually singing.
Oh, really?
Unlike, I don't know, it's not football, but did you see the Macy's Day Parade?
I did see
and
that.
And the blowback on Cher.
Oh, really? I didn't see that.
Cher had a performance.
Uh-huh.
And apparently she's not a good lip syncer. It was,
darn.
and so I had to rewatch that, and it was pretty bad.
I did watch some of the parade. I watched a lot of because I love Broadway, so I saw a lot of the Broadway performances and the show tunes. And I'm pretty sure they're lip syncing a good amount of that stuff because they're doing a bunch of dances and things like that.
Yeah.
Plus, in the parade, I don't think you can really hear yourself. Just like in the stadiums, a lot of times when people are performing,
the earpieces you can put in the earpieces.
Sometimes it gets so loud. So I know some people that have said they got in trouble for like lip syncing the national anthem and some of the other things because they said, when it gets so loud in that stadium, you can't hear yourself.
Yeah.
But Dolly Parton, I think that's the reason Jack Harlow's performance, people were really making fun of his set because then later on you had the Cowboys and her set looked like it was a halftime show for the Super Bowl.
It did.
It was very elaborate.
Yeah, she got a lot of kudos, a lot of props for doing a great job there.
Love Dolly Parton.
She looked great. She did great. I don't know if I like her latest album that came out. Did you see this? She covered like 25 or 40 rock and roll songs.
Okay,
it was interesting.
Well, Dolly Parton can do no wrong.
She can do no wrong, but she felt like she had to do something in order to earn her induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because they inducted her. She said, "Why? I don't understand."
She didn't want to be. Yeah,
I didn't. But they inducted her anyway. So she said, "Fine, I'll put out a rock and roll album." And she covered a bunch of famous, and sometimes they were duets with the original artists. Did a lot of duets on rock and roll.
Yeah, because I did see during her performance because she did, her greatest hits, but she also did a piece of Bohemian Rhapsody.
Right, and that's one of the songs on the album.
Yeah.
But it's her 49th solo album, Rockstar.
Love Dolly Parton.
Yeah,
she wore the Dallas Cowboys cheerleader outfit.
She
too.
did. Yeah,
that was awesome.
I don't know if they had camera tricks there, but she wore it well.
She looks great.
30 different songs she has on her Rockstar album, including Every Breath You Take.
Okay.
A small duet with Sting. Open Arms has Steve Perry on it.
Ooh.
With Dolly Parton. Let's see, Purple Rain.
Nice.
She did Baby I Love Your Way with Peter Frampton.
Ooh.
She did Stairway to Heaven.
Okay.
With
did Robert Plant get on that?
No, because he's no longer with us. But Lizzo and Sasha Flute. Robert Plant, right?
Robert Plant. He's still alive.
Is he?
Yeah. Lead singer of Led Zeppelin. Yeah, he's not dead.
No. Who am I thinking of?
Oh
yeah, he's still alive.
Yeah.
Okay, who am I thinking of?
The John Paul Jones, probably.
No,
not John Paul Jones.
It'll
drummer.
come to me. It'll come to me. It's not. It's not with Led Zeppelin then.
Oh, okay.
It's
the other guy.
It's the other rock and roll thing. Freebird, which was crazy. She did Freebird as well. Yeah. So anyway, check it out.
There you go.
Holiday listening, Dolly Parton.
I'll have to check that out for sure because I love Dolly Parton. She does no wrong. She is a national treasure.
She is.
So, all right. Well, we got a lot of other things to get to. We got a Moody on the Market update here in just a couple of minutes. It's the morning show on 94.9 WSJM.
Do you love Christmas music?
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
There's a radio station that right now is playing nothing.
I wonder who I was thinking of.
Not in Led Zeppelin.
Not in Led Zeppelin, but a lead singer of a rock and roll band that has died. Not at 27. Somebody like Robert Plant. Oh, Robert Palmer.
Oh, Robert Palmer.
That's who I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. And I was thinking like John Bonham dead, but that was many, many, many years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's only been 20 years since Robert Palmer died, so I'm allowed to forget.
Really?
Yeah.
20 years?
20 years.
No, Robert Plant's still alive. He's still singing.
He's doing great.
He does a lot of stuff with Alison Krauss.
I love those albums.
Yeah, they're great.
The first one with the two of them together was probably
Raising
their
Sands.
best one.
Raising Sands. I have that.
And I have the new one as well, and it's still okay.
Still pretty good.
Sounds like the first one.
Yeah.
Show with Jonny and Ken on 94.9 WSJM.
When you want to know Southwest Michigan's business, look no further. MoodyOnTheMarket.com and the Moody on the Market app. We've got a ton of stories from our team of contributors, as well as our Moody on the Move series. You can check out Pat at Professional Hearing Services this month, and then a new one coming up here, next month. Check that out. I already got a preview of the new one.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, check out our awards program like 40 Under 40, Best Places to Work, and Bold Women of Business. All right there, moodyonthemarket.com. And your update brought to you by our friends at Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today, your local auto owners agency, with locations in St. Joseph and in Niles.
And what do we talk about on Moody on the Market? 3 things, because those are the 3 categories for Moody on the Market: business updates, interesting people you should know, and then also life in Southwest Michigan and why we love it here. This falls under a couple of those categories, primarily the new business, a new bookstore in New Buffalo, and Johnny's very familiar with it. But we had an article run over the Thanksgiving break. We thought we'd bring it to you here. In the fall of 2020, sisters Jocelyn Tazinski and Audrey Bach opened a mobile bookstore and plant shop. It was a pandemic project fueled by the uncertainty of being able to return to work and the rising popularity of outdoor markets once again. And we're told that the idea for Flourish Books and Plants came to her on a boat trip up Michigan's coast. I didn't know this story. You held back. You held back on this. Audrey said every cute little beach town has a bookstore, and she always pops in to buy a new read. New Buffalo used to have one when they were growing up, and when she suggested they start a mobile shop, Jocelyn said, absolutely, let's do it.
And for the past 3 years, they've operated out of a 6 by 10 foot utility trailer that they transformed into a book nook after adding new flooring, some paint, and installing a few shelves. Jocelyn says that it was really crazy how quickly they were able to get started. They Zoom called with the Women's Business Center, completed all the necessary paperwork and licensing, and started ordering books. Within 4 weeks of the idea, they were open.
Yeah, I'm looking at the photos here, and it looks like it's very well decorated. So you probably didn't have any part in the decoration.
Absolutely not. No, I did a lot of decorating.
It looks really cool. The Flourish Books and Plants grand opening has taken place. It took place on Saturday, on Small Business Saturday from noon to 4. You were there.
I was there for a little while.
Did you make a charcuterie board?
I helped. I purchased all the things, but I had a live broadcast I had to do in the morning.
Okay.
So I unfortunately missed the first part of it. But I said, here's the things. Have somebody put it all together.
Very nice. Flourish offers a generous mix of new, used, discount books. They have carefully curated house plants in a cozy and inviting atmosphere. It's in New Buffalo. Check it out. After Thanksgiving weekend, the shop is now open regular hours, Wednesday through Saturday, 12 to 6, Sundays 1 to 4. And you can read the full article, read all about how it came to be at moodyonthemarket.com.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool spot.
Not bad.
Yeah, great place to hang out. Have some coffee. Read a book, hang out with me when I'm there, and hang out with Jocelyn.
Are you going to be a regular fixture there?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I've actually suggested maybe I do some readings of children's books,
theatrical readings.
I could do theatrical. I could go Andy Kaufman style and do the whole Great Gatsby.
That'd be amazing.
Do the entire book.
That would be amazing.
Front to back.
Could you wear a velvet jacket?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I have 2 of them.
Nice.
So I could do the first act and second act in different coats.
Well, congratulations on that new business. Again, read it more, moodyonthemarket.com.
Your update brought to you by our friends at Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today, your local auto owners agency with locations in St. Joseph and in Niles.
Here's Rich Brandt and Derek Halsey from Insurance Management Service, your local auto owners agency in.
All right.
What's the googly eyes?
I don't know. Probably me reading the whole Great Gatsby.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah. She's usually open for her hours. Typically this past weekend were probably noon to 4.
Yeah.
So think of a book that takes you 4 hours to read front to back. So maybe I'll do that, or maybe I'll do certain chapters.
Yeah, just do a chapter at a time.
Friday is going to be,
because then you get the repeat customers.
Yep.
Just like that.
Or I could just do children's books, and it'd be a lot easier that way.
That would be easier. Yeah.
But yeah, there's all kinds of fun stuff that's in store. So we'll see. Yeah, Jocelyn said she was talking about the fact that I would do the Great Gatsby. I don't know. She's got a lot of books, and she sold a lot of books over the weekend. I did not realize how many she had, because she told me, she's like, yeah, I sold this many books. I was like, you have that many? And she said, oh yeah, there's like probably a couple thousand.
Oh, geez.
In there. So,
what's a book weigh? Like a pound?
Well, I don't know. I haven't put it on a scale. Yeah, I'd
That's
say
a
at
lot
least
of
a
books.
pound. That is a
Yeah.
lot of books.
Jeez.
Yeah, I told her, I was like, I mean, I wish you would have been in like a jewelry business or something light. Books are heavy, man. Moving all those books and getting them where they need to be has been a task.
So now what happens to the mobile book?
The mobile
Cart,
bookstore, I think, I'm not sure. I
Okay.
don't know if they're still going
That's
to
a stay tuned.
that's just, yeah, I don't know if they're going to repurpose it,
Okay.
get rid of it, because I mean they're
They can still go on the road.
yeah.
Yeah.
They did a lot of farmers markets and things like that.
When you're done with the
and-
Great Gatsby, they'll send you on the road.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's going to turn into my tour trailer. I'm gonna
Sure,
put
Johnny,
all my
you
all
can
my
read the
gear
Great
in there.
Gatsby, but you got to do it in the mobile bookstore.
Just do all of the Harry Potter books.
Ooh.
All 7 of them.
Are there only 7?
I think there's only 7.
Okay.
The 7th one is like super thick though.
Oh.
That 7th one is like, man. Or I could do the Hobbit, Lord of the Rings.
The Lord of the Rings. That'd be good.
She has a couple copies of, I know she has a copy of the Hobbit, but that's her copy. She's not selling that copy. But anyways,
What is it?
The Hobbit.
First edition?
No, not a first edition.
Okay.
But the Hobbit, I think she has a couple Lord of the Rings ones as well. But anyways,
That's fun.
all right. Have a great day, everybody. We'll talk to you soon.
See y'all.